guys at?
Up on the roof.
Who called it in?
This guy coming to work. Area's pretty deserted at night. I wouldn't count on there being witnesses.
His watch is gone. Looks like he wore 2 rings. Both of them are gone. Whatever cash he had is gone. The wallet's still here with the credit cards. Guy's name is Kerry Oaks.
Yeah, uniformed cops said the car was locked, so whoever did it was inside the car.
Well, he was an attorney. Name of the firm's Robinson and Cerny. Officer's located on Madison Avenue.
What's in the case?
Looks like a bunch of legal papers.
Would you lose a bet?
What do you mean?
Who dressed you?
What? Shirt's a little bright, Greg.
It's English. No good?
We have a time of death?
We're waiting on the ME. Building security at Oaks' work has him sign out around 11.
Yeah, we made a call to the senior partner of the firm.
What about ballistics?
Looks like he was shot with a small caliber gun, entry wound around the rib cage.
No doubt about it being a robbery.
They took his watch, his rings, his cash. Robbery squad says that there's been at least 3 robberies in the same general area over the past 4 months. All the victims were white males, 40, 50 years old, and a gun was used.
We need more than that to make it a pattern.
Yeah, we were only able to contact one of the victims. He's on his way in.
You reading the chief?
Connie's cousin is looking for something with sanitation.
You're not looking for results of the sergeant's test, in other words.
I think it's early for that.
They're not in there?
No.
Well, it'll be 2 weeks at least.
Right.
Thanks, guys.
We should hit whatever late-night establishments are in the area, see if our DOA was in any of them last night. Greg.
Want a different tie, at least?
What is this intense interest in my wardrobe?
It is something of a statement, attaboy.
It's not a statement. It's a shirt and a tie.
I think they're very nice, Greg.
Thank you.
Me too. I love the whole look. There you go.
Got a report of a shooting in a schoolyard on Houston and Christie. Ortiz, you and Murphy responded.
Tell me the truth. Do I look stupid?
I don't know about stupid.
I got a lunch with Bridget today.
You look great.
Are you just saying that because you want to get out of helping me find something else, or do you really think that?
Come on, Greg, we got work to do.
If we pass a clothing store, we're going in.
What do we got?
Car pulled up, guy in the ski mask threw up a bunch of shots, drove off.
Anybody get a description of the car?
One person said it was a green Chevy, one person said it was a blue Ford, I got somebody else said it was a brown van.
Anybody get a license plate?
No.
Any talk it's gang related?
And what they're saying, it was a basketball tournament. No gangs, no nothing.
They played on this court?
Right there.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
What's
Anybody
up?
see anything?
Guy shooting out of a car at my boy here.
Any idea what it was about? You fighting with somebody? Is this a pickup game?
Today was.
Tournament starts next week.
What kind of tournament?
Dayton League tournament.
Is there some kind of organizer?
Marcus Dayton.
Where can we find Marcus Dayton?
I don't know.
Anybody?
Yeah, I got his number.
You the only one who would.
Why is that?
Show him the article, Captain.
Nah, man, don't show him that.
Show it to him, man.
The next LeBron. A lot of people come to see you, Ty?
They come to see the game. I don't know they come to see me.
People from around here come to see the game. People from all over come to see him.
No doubt.
Yo, when we get the court back?
As soon as crime scene's done processing for ballistics.
And how long that's gonna take?
A while.
Is that it?
After we get your names and addresses. All you guys.
Detectives? Where this homicide last night and these robberies happened, there's a couple of bars I don't know if you know about.
Yeah, what about 'em?
They're respectable from the outside, but basically they're hooker bars.
Penis hookers or vagina hookers?
Penis. The kind of places you go to meet someone, but quietly. Can I help you?
I'm Russell Fain. I'm here to see either Detective Sipowicz or Detective Clark.
Yeah, that's us. Right this way.
This is over 2 months ago I was robbed.
Yeah, we had an incident last night we think might be related. Have a seat, Doctor.
Can't provide you with any more detail than I did at the time.
Well, you said that the assailant was either white or Hispanic, in his 20s or 30s, medium build, medium height, and you weren't sure what color his hair was.
I had a concussion.
Where we come from?
Nowhere. I was out walking.
Now, you live at 975 West 71st Street. Was that between Broadway and Columbus?
Columbus and Central Park West.
And you were robbed around Greenwich and Warren.
I didn't realize I needed special dispensation to leave the Upper West Side.
Doctor, we're looking into whether or not there's a pattern of robberies here. It might help if we knew where the robbery victims had been previously.
And what I'm telling you is where I had been was out walking. I do what a lot of New Yorkers do. I look at buildings, I look at people, I walk.
According to the report, you weren't entirely cooperative at the time.
Well, I knew I couldn't identify the guy. I didn't see the point.
Wouldn't ride around in a radio car, wouldn't look at the mugshots.
Are you chastising me, Detective?
I'm trying to understand why.
It was a traumatic episode, but I survived it. I lost an inexpensive watch, about $80 in cash, and whatever credit cards had been taken were immediately canceled. I saw no point in prolonging the aftermath.
The only point would be if it led to apprehending the guy.
I didn't see that as even a remote possibility. Then, now it's 2 months later, and I have no idea why I'm here.
We think the same guy that robbed you robbed somebody else last night. This time, he also murdered him.
If I could be of any assistance, I would be.
This guy killed once. There's a good chance he'll kill again.
If something occurs to me, I'll let you know.
What can you tell us about Kerry Oaks, Mr. Cerny?
He cared about his kids, cared about people. Terrific lawyer.
Married, divorced?
Divorced. His wife moved with the kids out to California several years ago. He'd go out there any number of times during the year. Anytime we had business in Los Angeles, if at all possible, he would be the one to go.
Well, any idea where he was coming from or what he was doing in the part of town where he was found?
I assume he went to dinner down there.
There aren't really any restaurants nearby, is the thing. But there are a few gay bars down there.
Well, what does it matter?
If we know where he was, it might help us to find out who killed him.
I don't know where he was.
Well, was there anything out of the ordinary that you observed during the course of working with him?
Like what?
Was he a heavy drinker? Did he use drugs? Did he frequent prostitutes?
I don't get you guys. This man was an upstanding citizen who was robbed and murdered. Are you looking for some reason to believe that he brought it on himself?
Sir, what we're trying to do is get a sense of who he was in the hopes of reconstructing what took place last night.
Yeah, you work with someone for all these years, you learn to respect that there are parts of their life that they want to remain private. If you're asking me, was Kerry conflicted about his sexuality? I don't know.
If you had to make a guess.
There was a time I might have wondered about it, but I'd long since stopped concerning myself. He was a wonderful guy. You ought to find out who did this to him.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Cerny.
This is Marcus Dayton.
Thanks for coming in, Mr. Dayton.
Somebody shoots up my tournament, I drop what I'm doing.
Why don't we go back here?
Hey, Rita. This guy's a known gambler from way back.
Big?
He was on his way, then he took a collar for bookmaking, took another one for policy. Haven't seen him around in a while.
Thanks. Has there been any recent violence connected with the tournament?
None.
Nothing that might involve one of the players?
These are young boys wanting to play basketball and being given an opportunity to do so in an organized fashion. That's why it's such a shame.
How about gangs? Any chance this is some kind of a turf war?
This ain't got nothing to do with no gangs.
Does it have something to do with gambling?
You know who Holcomb Rucker is?
No.
Worked for the Parks Department. Started a basketball tournament in Harlem with his own money. So young boys up there have something to do aside from drugs and criminality.
No one's criticizing you for organizing the basketball tournament.
The Rucker tournament is world famous today. All the greatest stars from the NBA. Come summertime, they make it up to 155th Street to play against the Jackie Jacksons, the Earl Manigolds. Holcomb Rucker started it. Now, I'm looking to do the same thing in my time he did in his. And no ex-ball player crying about his lot in life, but a gun's gonna stop me.
Who are we talking about?
Think I'm gonna leave that one alone for right now.
You're telling us there's someone you suspect, but you're not gonna give us his name? What is that?
I got no hard proof, you understand?
Give us a name, Mr. Dayton.
Ty Newell, 16 years old. Could be the next Sebastian Telfair. He's got an older brother, Stanley. He don't want to see Ty get nothing he didn't have. If I was you, he'd be the first place I'd look.
See, I think these spread collars tend to make me look squat.
Come on, Greg, we don't have a lot of time.
And then there's a whole issue with stripes. And I thought that the vertical stripes were supposed to make you look taller and thinner. Is that not the case?
I don't know. I never really thought about it.
Look, I don't want to go to this lunch thinking I look like a clown, okay?
Okay.
So what kind of a shirt am I best off going with?
I don't know. I'd say solid blue or white.
Good. Let's say blue. Yeah. And what about the tie?
What, you got a gray suit? Go to a nice blue tie.
Good. Nice blue tie. Good. This one?
Yeah, sure. That's good.
You didn't think about it long enough.
This one?
Good. Thank you. A pocket square.
You ever go to the schoolyard over on Houston and Christie, Stanley?
Yeah.
When was the last time?
2 weeks, a month.
Where were you around 10 o'clock this morning?
10 o'clock, I was making deliveries.
You know anyone who has a problem with your brother?
No.
Anyone have a problem with the basketball tournament he's playing in?
I work 2 jobs. I have a wife and I have a child. I don't know anything about any basketball tournaments.
There was a shooting at the basketball court this morning.
Oh, yeah?
You don't know anything about that?
No, I don't.
What's your relationship with your brother?
It's good.
You don't resent his having this bright future ahead of him?
Why would I resent it?
You were a pretty good ball player yourself at one time.
Not like Ty.
Wound up doing an 8.5-year bit in Greenhaven?
Yeah. Made some stupid mistakes.
What's your relationship with Marcus Dayton?
I don't have no relationship with Marcus Dayton.
Your brother does, though.
That's right, my brother does.
That cause any problems?
We'll see.
What's that mean?
It means Marcus Dayton is out for Marcus Dayton. He gets his hooks in my brother. I don't know where that goes.
The shooting have anything to do with Marcus?
All I know is it had nothing to do with me.
Slugs from the schoolyard are from a .357 Magnum. They match ones recovered 3 years ago at a robbery.
They make an arrest?
Yeah, but the gun was never recovered.
Who's the caller?
His name's Lucas Benchley. His last known address is 1440 Grand Concourse.
Thanks, Ball.
You got it.
Food here is good.
Food is good.
I guess you know restaurants.
I know a few.
Yeah, your line of work, wining and dining clients, is a big part of it.
Most of what I do with clients is show them apartments. If they like them, they buy. If they don't, they don't.
I have to believe you're a big part of that, though. The way you look, the way you dress. Speaking personally, I would put a lot of faith in what you have to say about things.
Most people shopping for a home, looking to spend the kind of money these places cost, like to at least think they know what they're looking for.
At some point, I may be in the market myself.
Really?
Long Island was good for raising kids, but at this point, I think I prefer being in town.
Have you thought about what section?
I don't know. Battery Park City is on the river, so that's nice. I also like the area around Lower Fifth.
There's some beautiful buildings on Lower Fifth.
Yeah. Well, if you find something interesting, maybe you could show it to me.
I'd be happy to.
Sorry, sir, your car's been declined.
Put it through again.
Put it through several times. Is there another card you'd like to use?
Actually, that's the only one I brought with me.
Why did I put this on my card?
Someone at my bank is going to hear about this.
It happens all the time.
Oh, sorry.
How's the outside world treating you, Lucas?
Real good.
Staying out of the armed robbery business?
Something happened you looking to make me attributable to?
Asking the question.
Like the business back then was youthfulness and foolishness, all right? I got a whole different program going on today.
What program is that?
I got a hip-hop DJ business, you know, provide entertainment for private parties, corporate functions, you name it.
Where were you this morning?
Okay, this morning I met with Mr. and Mrs. Alan Birnbaum and their daughter Mindy about making plans for her bat mitzvah.
What time was that?
I was at their apartment on East 72nd Street at 9:30 on the dot, and I stayed there about an hour and a half.
Been down to the schoolyard on Houston and Christie recently?
I don't even know what that is.
Somebody shot it up this morning.
Whoa. You think that somebody was me?
Slugs came back matching the slugs from when you took down that bodega.
Okay, wait a minute.
Since we never recovered the gun, we have to assume you still have it.
That ain't the case, man.
What'd you do with it?
I sold it. The gun, my drugs, anything that was a part of my thug life, my slave life, I expelled it from my being.
When did you do that?
As soon as I got out of prison.
Who'd you sell the gun to?
This ain't gonna get back to nobody, is it?
We'll do our best.
There's a guy named Pee Wee.
Who is that?
Mungo dude.
What's his real name?
Benny Jenkins.
Where can we find him?
Last I heard, he was over by Mod Haven Projects. You gonna take me down for this?
Not if your story checks out. Until we know that, you're gonna have to stay here.
Sorry. Another bat mitzvah, damn.
Okay. All right, got it.
We're running down the gun line. Some guy in the Bronx.
Right. Nice. Yeah, crime scene got a hit on a print off the car. Comes back to a guy named Kyle Tanner, did 18 months for a robbery when he was 19 years old.
Address?
Yeah, on East 25th Street.
Let's go.
I'm moving. Stay where you are. Let me see your hands. Step out of the truck.
Man, what I do?
Keep your hands up.
Hey, all right.
You got any guns in there, Pee-wee?
No, I ain't got no gun.
Yeah? You search the back of this truck. We're not gonna find any.
Man, I ain't give you no probable cause to be searching the back of this truck.
You got a bill of sale for that sheet metal?
Man, why you want to torment me like this?
Where were you this morning, Pee-wee?
I walked my dog. Then I went to see my mother at the nursing home. I played a game of dominoes at the nursing home. I came over here to meet a guy I want to buy some of this here scrap.
What guy?
Guy from Barbados. Probably got scared off seeing the two of y'all.
Here's the thing, Pee-wee. We got information you bought a gun that was used in a crime. If you didn't do the crime, maybe you sold that gun to someone who did. Either you tell us who that was, or we're going to place you under arrest, impound your truck, and have animal control take your dog.
Kid came by and said he wants to buy a gun. Saying somebody I know sent him.
Who's the kid?
Kid's named Tyler.
Who sent him?
Man, I gotta get that up too.
That's right.
Marcus Dayton. He finds out I give him up, this truck better make it to South America.
Where were you last night, Kyle?
Rented a movie.
What'd you see?
13 going on 30. More or less a chick flick, but I have a thing for Jennifer Garner, so that's why.
Anybody with you?
No, sir.
Never in the vicinity of Greenwich, south of Chambers?
Not at all.
Well, the reason we ask is that your prints turned up on a car in that area.
Well, I don't know how that would be.
Maybe nothing more than you were just walking by, you lost your balance, put your hand on the car so you wouldn't fall.
You know, only I wasn't walking by.
You used to like stealing from kids, right?
But I was a coward. Right? Kids were the only ones I wasn't afraid of.
How about now?
I'm still a coward.
How you been supporting yourself?
Full-time student. I was thinking I might like to go into finance.
Mind if we take a look around your apartment?
Well, why do you want to do that?
Just to rule you out from any involvement in this car thing.
Wait, what kind of a car thing are we talking about?
Guy was robbed.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't do that kind of thing.
You got a gun you don't want us to find?
No.
So what are you so afraid of?
What happens if one of my friends had a buprenorphine drop out of his pocket? You find it behind one of the couch cushions. What then? I get busted?
We're looking for a gun. That's it.
Anything else? It's our little secret.
What happens if I say no?
And I pick up the phone. I have someone in the DA's office get a judge to issue a warrant.
We have to go that route, though. Any inadvertent substances we find have to go in the report, and you take your chances.
If you want to look through my apartment, look through my apartment. I got nothing to hide. What's that you're looking for?
We told you, a gun.
You're not gonna find that.
Well, alternatively, proceeds from a robbery.
What kind of proceeds?
We hit pay dirt, we'll let you know.
Just for the sake of argument, let's say you found something. You don't have a warrant.
You don't need a warrant. You consented to the search.
I did? I don't remember doing that.
You signed a piece of paper.
What's to stop me from saying I was under duress?
The testimony of 2 police officers.
So it really just comes down to an issue of credibility.
Right.
Are you hungry? What, you're searching my food now?
You do a lot of cooking?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do, and I don't like people handling my food. Would you just not touch that with your hands, please?
These credit cards for when you don't feel like cooking?
I found those on the street. This building gets a lot of break-ins. I was just keeping them out of sight until I had a chance to turn them in.
Stand up. Let's go. Turn around.
Yeah, look, believe me or don't believe me, that's why they're there.
Who did you give the gun to, Ty?
I don't have no gun.
You had one, though.
Nope.
You have a lot to lose here, Tyler. From what we understand, you have a bright future ahead of you. Now, if you bought an illegal gun and put it in the hands of somebody who did something stupid, you need to tell us the truth about it.
Did you buy a gun, Tyler?
Yeah.
What kind of gun was it?
357 Magnum.
Where's that gun now?
Hid away in my room.
Who else lives there with you, Ty?
Just my grandma.
What do you need a gun for?
Just to have one.
Just to have one for what?
Everybody else had one. I just wanted to have one, too.
Did somebody use that gun to shoot up the schoolyard this morning? Now, unless you can give us a good explanation for how that happened, we have no choice but to lock you up.
It had to be my brother Stanley.
Why do you say that?
My grandma found it and gave it to him.
How do you know that?
He told me. Started in how I'm messing up, how he all disappointed and concerned. Got himself locked up when I needed him. Gets out, he still ain't around.
When he told you he had the gun, what did you say?
I said, give it back, son. That sucker don't belong to you. He got getting mad at me then. Grabbed me, smacked me, yelling at me like he was my father. Only he knew he wasn't getting to me. He knew it didn't mean nothing to me what he thought. This is why he came by today trying to kill me. He belonged in prison.
What I want to know is why my credit card was refused. Yes, there was activity on it this morning. Yes, there were purchases made at Portofino Men's Clothier. Listen to me. I pay my bills on time. I expect that card to be honored when I use it. If it's not, I will be forced to go with the competition. Do I have your personal assurance of that? Thank you very much. I appreciate your help.
Can I talk to the detectives, please?
We'll be right with you, Doctor. This guy Tanner looks good.
What do you have?
Print on the car, and we found a stack of credit cards in his apartment.
The dentist we talked to on the chance it was a pattern came back in.
Swore he couldn't make a positive ID before. See what he says now.
Let me know.
I have a good dental practice. I have elderly parents. I have a wife and 2 kids. I'm not ready for certain facts about my life to become known.
We try very hard not to betray confidences, Doctor.
Sometimes you have no choice, though.
We have a predator here.
There are a great many predators in the world.
This one just killed somebody.
Yes, Detective, I know that. It's why I'm here. It's why I've come back. Even though more than anything, I would like not to be involved with any of this.
What can you tell us about the guy who robbed you?
He was young. He was attractive. I met him at a bar named Randolph's, where people like me go.
What happened after you met him?
We talked, we flirted. After a while, he asked if there was somewhere we could go. I had my car parked nearby, so we went there. I remember after he got in, I looked at him with the streetlight coming through the windshield. He smiled. Then he took out a gun and beat me until I passed out.
Could you identify him if you saw him again?
Yes.
Would you be willing to pick him out of a lineup?
Yes. Would I have to testify in court?
If we get him to confess, chances are we won't need you to.
Obviously, I'd be grateful if I didn't have to. But I'll do whatever you need me to do.
See anyone you recognize, Dr. Fang?
I recognize number 3.
Where do you recognize him from?
I recognize him as the person that beat me and robbed me on October 2nd, 2004.
Where did that take place?
In my car, which was parked down the block from Randolph's Tavern.
Well, you got 2 choices, Stanley. Either admit it was you with the gun, or we lean on your grandmother till she admits giving it to you.
How much leaning did you do on my brother? Not much, I bet.
Some people get a little pissy when you try to kill them.
You recovered 6 bullets altogether?
Why?
Those bullets went exactly where I aimed them. If I wanted to kill him, he'd be dead.
Then what was the point?
What's the difference? It ain't gonna make no sense to you what I say anyway.
Try us.
I couldn't stand to see him do what I did.
You went to prison for selling drugs.
I didn't get there all at once. All right, when I was 16, I was the star 2 guard for my high school. I had all kind of people wanting to know me. Coaches coming from Duke, North Carolina, Marquette, Syracuse, Kentucky. I could have played for any of them.
Why didn't you?
Because I went for the short end money instead. I fell for the empty promises, the quick trim that whatever big shot it was back then offered me. Same as my brother working for Marcus Dayton, shaving points or throwing games. I was working for him until he didn't need me no more. And by then it was too late to go to college. I wasn't near able to turn professional.
Where's the gun now?
You never see it coming. You 16, you got a quicker first step than anybody on the court. Ain't nothing gonna ever go wrong. And I needed him to know that it does. If you ain't careful, it goes way wrong.
Where's the gun, Stanley?
I threw it in the river.
We just talked to your brother, Ty. Might be good if you hear what he has to say.
How come he ain't locked up?
That's what you want?
Yeah, that's what I want.
We think your brother was just trying to scare you this morning.
You allowed to scare somebody by shooting a gun at him?
No.
Then lock him up.
He had reason to be concerned.
Yeah, because I'm going to wind up with an NBA contract.
Have my name in the newspapers, and he's still gonna be driving that nasty old car with blankets on the seats. And that's why he be concerned.
You think I don't want to see good things for you?
That's right.
The one thing that kept me from messing up in prison was you.
Sure.
It's true. I had people keeping an eye out on you never knew about. I heard all about what you was doing.
Yeah, and that makes up for everything.
I'm not saying
Help
that.
out Grandma with a few dollars. You don't need to see me but once in a while.
I got family to take care of, Ty.
I thought I was your family.
You are.
You've been marked absent my whole life. And come around now talking to me about my friends, how I conduct myself. You ain't earned the right.
Maybe not.
But there ain't nothing behind it, bro. Ain't nothing but words.
What's this?
It's an account I started.
Stanley knew. IGF. Tyler knew.
It's a trust fund.
There's $19,000 in here.
I started it when I got out of prison. It's for you to go to college with. If you want it now, you can have it.
Where'd you get $19,000?
I drive an old nasty car, blankets on the seats.
What'd you do this for?
'Cause I wasn't around when I should have been. Ty, I'm your big brother. And I love you. You don't know nothing else. You gotta know that.
You don't seem too concerned about what happened with the lineup.
Right.
Why is that?
Well, it's one thing to be in a police station and say who you think did something to you, and it's another thing to do it in open court. What are you doing?
Give us a little privacy.
Privacy? What for?
You're counting on your victims not testifying.
I don't have any victims.
You work bars where guys went who were in the closet deep. Men with families and jobs and lives that they didn't want disrupted. They were willing to walk away from being robbed and beaten and not pursue it rather than have it come out what they were doing.
How come you know so much about fags, Detective?
You're gonna tell us about those robberies, Kyle. You're gonna tell us about the robberies. You're gonna tell us about what happened last night.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't say it.
I don't know what you're
Don't you say it. Because every time you say something that's not true, you're gonna get hit.
Just want to think about what you're going to say before you say it, that's all.
I didn't rob anybody. Stop hitting me!
Stop. I just got started.
You're not allowed to do that.
Who's gonna know?
He can do it without leaving a mark. It's amazing.
You want me to tell you that I robbed somebody when I didn't?
I want you to tell me the truth.
The truth?
Think about it now.
Okay, I robbed a couple of guys.
What happened last night?
Nothing.
Before you force somebody that you robbed to go on the witness stand, I will send you straight from here to the emergency room. Do you understand me?
Please don't let him hit me.
Kyle, the only thing on this earth that's going to stop him from hitting you is you telling the truth.
He went nuts.
This was when you were robbing him?
He started yelling that he didn't care, that it didn't matter anymore, that he already lost his wife and kids. And it didn't matter. Whatever happened, happened, but he wasn't going to take it like some sad old queen.
So you shot him?
I didn't have a choice. He was bigger than me.
Say you shot him, Kyle. Say it.
I shot him. It was his own damn fault.
I'll write it down. Got one for the robberies and the homicide. He's finishing up the statement now.
Good work.
Just turned up in his apartment. A guy like this, there's a good chance that he was dealing in stolen credit cards from who knows how many sources.
Detective Ortiz.
Oh, thanks for coming by. We're hoping you can let it go with Stanley.
My boss gets a little funny about firing guns in playgrounds.
Not that he showed the best judgment in the world, but I think he was careful to see no one got hurt. And I think he did it out of desperation.
What do you think, Lieutenant?
What are we talking about?
Letting it go with Stanley Newell. It's reckless endangerment, but with his priors, it could be bad.
What's the situation on the paperwork?
Are we tied to anything?
Not yet.
Oh, why don't you guys work it out?
We'll get you what you need.
Excuse me.
Sure.
Hi. You're kidding, right? Well, that's just great. Did you at least try and get out of it? Okay. Understand.
Hey.
Good job on that homicide.
Thanks.
Oh, boy. Don't ever date anyone who works for the State Department.
All right.
I'm supposed to be going to this dinner tonight honoring Judge Lasek, and my date just got called back to Washington.
This is a command performance?
Most definitely. I used to clerk for him. The judge sees me there unescorted. I just know he's gonna have his mitts all over me. I don't call him learned hand for nothing.
Well, if you got nobody else, I do come with a clean shirt and tie.
I can't ask you to do that.
I volunteered.
Well, if you're serious, I think I'm gonna take you up on it.
What time?
Could you pick me up at 6:30?
Be my pleasure. Andy, something's come up. Would you be able to knock out the fires for today?
You got a social engagement?
Yeah, she asked me to do her a favor.
Sure.
Thanks.
Now, this time of year, you're going to want lilies.
Why this time of year?
Because lilies are spring. And in December, what you want more than anything else is a suggestion of spring. Madonna lilies are absolutely gorgeous.
They smell a little like a funeral home.
Right? We also have some paper whites. Oh, and we just got in these big-headed French tulips.
What about roses?
Oh, we have some sterling silver roses, Flemish roses.
Red roses.
$6 a stem.
Right, give me a dozen.
Probably want baby's breath and greens with that?
Yeah. And, I want you to put this $100 bill in the envelope with a card.
And, what do you want the card to say?
From Greg.
Up there with me this week. I'm certain you'll have a good time. It could be a good career move for you. I can introduce you to all kinds of very influential people there. Hey, will you? Could you talk some sense into her?
I can try.
Oh, come on, Judge.
There's a weekend retreat at the Mohawk Mountain House for training prosecutors and judges in handling terrorism cases. I think she should attend.
Remember Valentine's Day?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, this past year, Valentine's Day fell on a Saturday. We went up there, had a great weekend.
Oh, I didn't realize you were seeing anyone.
Well, we're keeping it quiet as much as possible because of work.
Yeah, I understand completely.
Excuse me, you're waiting for me on the dais, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Nice meeting you, Detective.
Great to meet you, Judge.
How did you happen to know that Valentine's Day fell on a Saturday?
I have a head for odd details like that.
It wouldn't be because you had a particularly memorable one this past year?
No, not at all.
Well, thanks for coming up with it.
You're very welcome.
Shall we?
Detective.
You told anyone?
There's nothing to tell.
That's not quite true. You know something about me. I want to know what you intend to do with that knowledge.
I found your credit card. I returned it to you. I don't know anything more than that.
I appreciate it, Detective.
Good night, boss.